Hi, I'm Rowan.
And I'm Calvin.
And this is the 13th episode of In the Zone. Today we're gonna be talking about The Four of Us Are Dying. You can watch it on Hulu, Netflix, or IMDB, or like TV.com. I don't know what that is, but you can watch it there. It start out with like skyscrapers, and there's awesome music, and there's so many neon signs. It's so funny.
I think they use the same set.
Oh yeah, like in the last episode, like the Del Rio
some
Club.
of the signs and the hotel thing, some of the signs are the same, and the one that says rooms and stuff.
All right, so here are some of the more interesting ones I wrote down. Club Bonanza, the Del Rio Hotel Real, and we go to the, or just Real. The Hotel Real, we see that, and that's the hotel that Arch Hammer is staying in. And we learn he's some kind of criminal, like kind of sketchy dude. He's like a con man at some point.
And he says that he is born with a special talent where he can change his face.
Yeah, so he's shaving, and he sees this newspaper clipping of an obituary. It says like.
What's that?
Oh no! I guess he just can't use his face while he's shaving, and it's a very cool effect. And he has all these.
But it never shows
clippings.
the process of the fishing. Oh, and all the newspaper clippings are people who got murdered
or died.
Yeah.
So he has all these newspaper clippings, and one of them it says John Foster, musician, killed. And then he's walking over to this club, and I see more signs: Water Club, Cold Beer, Barn.
They have the weirdest.
Water Show, Lonely Club. And then this has a cool
they have
great
a
vibe.
Lonely Club. That was weird.
And so the Oasis. So then he goes, and there's a singer at the piano, and he hasn't changed his.
And I don't really get this part. Like until later, I didn't really get that. Like he was a trumpet player. I thought that he was just
a musician. She sings a little song, and then she's walking away. Her name's Maggie, and this guy's like, "Hey, Maggie, why don't you have a drink?" And she's like, "I'll have a drink alone."
And she's
like, "Ah." And so then she sits down, and then she's like, "Whoa!" And it turns out the guy's gave his face to the dead guy, Johnny Foster. So he goes over to her.
I love that name.
Whoa. And so he said he didn't really fake his death. He said. But it just another guy happened and they thought it was him, so he kind of just accepted it. And he's like, I'm gonna get away from it all. I don't have to be a famous musician guy anymore. This doesn't really make sense how he knew to go here without even having.
Maybe he read the clipping. They said something.
I don't know, because it doesn't really make sense how much this guy knows about the people that he is.
And he seems to get their voice too. His voice.
Yeah. And so he says that she's gonna go with him because she's in love with him. But how would he know that? So then. And how would he know where she works? So then she's like, yes, and he's like, I'll go get the train ticket right now. And so he leaves. And while he's leaving, this trumpeter of the band sees him, and he's like, hey, Johnny! So he puts down his trumpet and
then he
runs
away, but then he's like...
He catches up, but his face is different. And the way you see this is by he strikes a match to light a cigarette. He's like,
He's like, I'll take the cigarette, but you got the wrong guy.
And he's back to normal Arch Hammer, and the guy's like, hey, I'm sorry, buddy, real sorry. And he walks away. And then he's talking and he's like, what if I would go with a beautiful dame and we would have the world to ourselves? That's a good idea. But he never really brings it up, even though in the scene he's clearly like kind of thinking, hey, this is
the woman said that she was sad before. She had a limited repertoire. I'm like,
he said now she only sang blues songs and sad songs, so that's why her repertoire was limited. And he's talking about how he's like, yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go with her. We're in love. But he never brings it up later. Maybe he was gonna get them eventually, but he got killed at the end, so he didn't have time. Spoiler! He goes back, and here are some more signs. Tropical. For headaches, try a neural gin. So then he's back in the apartment, and he sees a newspaper clipping that this criminal, this like gangster guy, Virgil Sterrick, has been killed. So he changes his face to him. What is his goal? Why is he doing this?
I don't know.
Just to get stuff?
Apparently he
doesn't make sense.
Man, that's what they said.
But I have no idea why he's doing any of this. It's just to mess with people, so it's kind of dumb. So he goes over to the guy who killed him. For some reason, he knows who killed him and where he lives. So he goes over there. The guy sees him, and he's so shocked that he breaks the bottle, he breaks the TV bottle, and then right after that, he drops the bottle on the ground and the bottle breaks as well. It's pretty
Glass
cool.
break!
2 glass breaks in a row. It made up for last episode not having any. I mean, can you believe that? Pafooey. And the guy's like, hey, this is the happiest day of my life. And the guy's like, no, you tried to kill me, you betrayed me for taking the money. So he like kind of threatens the guy. And yeah, he has confusing knowledge. He knows so much stuff, like before even having paint the face. So then he takes the money, I think. I was distracted at this point. So we'll assume he took the money. But we don't know for sure. Don't tell anyone. So he takes the money and he goes, and these 2 other criminal-looking guys come in, and he runs out the door, and the guy's like, get him! And so they chase after him, and he's running down an alley, and he's like, oh, I need to think of a face, and he looks behind him, and he sees a boxing poster, and he's like, aha, and then he's the face of the boxer, Andy Marshall.
And I'm thinking, he should have changed his face. He should have thought of that sooner.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, maybe I can use my superpower. So then they're baffled. He's like, ah! And he's like, what did I do? And they're like, we're sorry, I must have got the wrong guy. So they walk away. And so he goes, walking, and this guy has like a newspaper stand.
And he's like an old guy, he's like...
And what's cool is it's like how sometimes you see people, and it's like, have you ever done this thing where like there are these people and they're like, oh, you've grown so tall, but you like don't know who they are? That's what's going on here. Because the guy's like, hey, Andy. And he's like, so eventually he just confesses, how do I know you? And he's like, shouldn't a son know his own father? And it's like, womp, womp, womp.
And it's kind of sad.
And he's like, I'm your son. And he's like, yo, what? Before you spit in your mother's eye, you broke your mother's heart and done that to little girl who would have cut off your arm for you.
Ran out.
It's super vague about what he has done to make this guy so mad.
He ran out. I don't really get it.
Yeah, he just like left the family with no support. So then, yeah, and he spit in his mother's eye. So the old man was like, I hate your guts. I hate your guts. And then the guy, there's no one, you should know there's no one else around them. But the old man is like, look at this man. Look at him. And so then, man.
I thought someone else was going to like see and be like,
and he
pushes celebrity.
And he pushes him to the ground and he runs away. And the guy's like, look at him. Look at the monster. Look at my son. Oh, it's a very big scene. Like this guy is totally I mean, he clearly worked hard on this scene. So then he changed his face because like, I don't want to talk to that guy again.
I forgot what happens next.
So then he goes up to the apartment and he's normal. He like hiding, and this policeman comes and he's like, you're under arrest. So he's like, I'll get my coat, I'm coming. And we don't know what he's under arrest for, but probably something shady because he's like a con man. So then he goes down, and there's a really cool thing. We're gonna show a clip. But what happens is
through the door.
They're in the revolving door, and he quickly runs around and goes back, and then he comes back as the boxer again. And the policeman's like, oh, sorry, and he goes back. And so then the boxer runs into his father again, who has a gun, and he's like, yo, that's not this.
And this looks like, if you didn't watch the rest of the episode, it would look like it was actually like his son, you would think, you know? So he's just like, it's not what it looks like.
And then he's like, I gotta concentrate, but then he doesn't get a chance. He's dead, and you see all his faces, like, dying.
And like,
because all of his different faces are
no input
dying.
Signal. Power will be turned off.
Oh, what the heck? I don't know what's up. Oh, I see. There we go. That's the end. And it's cool because after the intro, there's just some dead air. And then we just go up and see the skyscrapers. And that's the end. So how did you like this episode, Calvin?
It was really grand. It was pretty good. Not the last episode, but probably 8. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. I didn't like this episode so much because there were so many things that I had so many questions left. Like, why didn't he just buy those tickets? Was he planning on buying the tickets?
Because the last episode was too obvious. This episode was too, like...
not obvious enough. Like, what is going on? What does this guy know? But I got a really good vibe, and it was just a fun episode. But, I mean...
What's your rating?
There are too many problems. I think it's, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to compare it to the 16mm Shrine. Because that one I gave a 5, and that one, I think it was a little bit, worse than this one. I'm gonna give this one, I think I'm gonna give it I don't know if I'm gonna give it a 5.5 or a 6. Because what were the problems? I just don't know what he knows. And the ending was weird that he just saw his father. I'm gonna give this one 5.5. Kind of a big split here. But
What's the worst rating someone's ever given?
So I'm gonna go with a 5, just like you. 5. We both gave a 5 to the 16mm shrine.
Alright.
Well, hopefully next episode, the ratings will be even higher. And that will be Third from the Sun, and we'll see you then. Bye. And in the zone. Out of the zone. And okay, bye.